The fact that I haven't filmed this video sooner just really blows my mind. Hello everyone, I'm Courtney, and today I'm going to be talking about the possibility of us getting another Percy Jackson adaptation. So if you haven't been on the internet in like 2 months, then you might have missed it when good old Rick Riordan posted on Instagram a picture of him being in Los Angeles, and his caption said something along the lines of, "Hey, I'm here in LA, just trying to get Percy Jackson adapted by Disney," and the whole fandom had a mental breakdown. The post was very unexpected. It just came out of the blue and everyone started freaking out, and I remember when I saw it, I was like, wait, what does this mean? Like, we're getting another adaptation? And I was just freaking out so hard. It's been a little while since Rick has given us any updates on Percy Jackson getting adapted, so because of that, I thought this was the perfect time to talk about everything that's going on and just give you all the facts and knowledge that we have so far, and also share my thoughts and feelings on this whole situation. So let's get started. First, I'm going to give you all some history on who has owned the Percy Jackson rights and, the movies and all that stuff, because I feel like a lot of people don't know, like, the history of all of this. So I'm going to share that with you. So originally, the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series was owned by 20th Century Fox Studios, and then in 2010 they adapted the first book, The Lightning Thief. Then in 2013 they adapted The Sea of Monsters, and as we all know today, these movies were terrible and still are. Since the movies are so terrible and were box office failures, 20th Century Fox did not make any more movies. But nothing could be done to get a better adaptation of Percy Jackson because 20th Century Fox still owned the rights, so there was nothing that could be done. Flash forward a few years later to 2017, where Walt Disney Studios is in a bidding war with a company called Comcast, who I never heard of before, but basically these two companies were trying to buy 21st Century Fox, which includes 20th Century Fox, and Disney won the bidding war. So they got, 21st Century Fox, they got 20th Century Fox, so that meant Disney got Percy Jackson. So Disney officially owned Percy Jackson, and for a while, nothing really happened until, like I said in the beginning, Rick went to LA to talk to Disney about getting Percy Jackson adapted, and he had a lot of meetings and he was posting updates on Twitter. He even asked, would we want like a whole new team to do it, and we were all like, yes, do not get the same people from the movies because the movies suck. But Rick definitely started the process of getting Percy Jackson adapted, and now we just have to wait and see if it actually happens. So that's the whole history of this situation. And now I'm going to be talking about my thoughts and feelings on all of it. And boy, do I have a lot of feelings. First, I'm going to start with the most obvious question, which is, do I want another Percy Jackson adaptation? And the answer is yes. Percy Jackson is one of the biggest fandoms in the world, and we were really robbed with the movies because they were just so bad, and we didn't deserve that. And now we're getting a second chance to get a different and better adaptation, and I want that to happen. However, I will say that some people have made the argument that technically Percy Jackson has gotten a better adaptation with the Lightning Thief musical. And I didn't think of this at first, but when I saw it, I was like, oh, that's a really good point. I love the Lightning Thief musical so much. It has brought so much joy to my life and to the whole fandom, and I was so lucky to be able to see it last year. That was just one of the best experiences of my life, and I am so thankful for it. But the issue with the musical is that not everyone was as lucky as me. You know, tickets are really expensive, and not everyone has the money to be able to buy a ticket, go see the show, and then, you know, when it's on tour, it can only go to so many cities, and maybe it didn't go to a city near you or your city, and then, you know, it was just on Broadway, which is amazing, but that's in New York, and not everyone lives in New York, and that's even more money for airfare and everything. So just not everyone was able to see it, which is so sad, but it's the truth. So if Percy Jackson was made into an adaptation, there would definitely be more access for people to watch it, because there's a high probability whatever Percy Jackson is adapted into, it's probably gonna go on Disney Plus, and a lot of people have Disney Plus, so that is just easier access for people to go and watch it. So that's why I want a Percy Jackson adaptation, because I know a majority of the fandom would be able to see it. Another question I want to answer has to deal with Percy Jackson getting adapted, and that is, what do I want it to be adapted into, a movie or a TV show? And my answer is a TV show. There's a lot of issues with the movies, but one of my biggest ones is definitely, you know, the Percy Jackson universe is so big. There are so many characters and stories, and to put all of that into just a movie is really hard. So if they did it into a TV show, it would be much easier. I just think Percy Jackson would flow really well as a TV show, because every time I hear someone say, you know, if Percy Jackson gets a TV show, each book could be a season. And that thought brings so much joy, knowing like The Lightning Thief could be season 1, and then Sea Monsters season 2, and onward. Like, I love that, and that would just flow so well, and I want that to happen so bad. Also, if we got a Percy Jackson TV show, we could have more Percy and Annabeth screen time, because, you know, movies are like an hour and a half, 2 hours, which is a long time, but not really. But with a TV show, you can get hours and hours, because there's multiple episodes and multiple seasons, so I could see Percy and Annabeth even longer, and that, I really want that. Another question I want to answer is, how do I feel about Disney owning Percy Jackson and making an adaptation of the books? And my answer is, honestly, I think Percy Jackson is in good hands. I love Disney. I always have, and I always will. And I think they are a very smart company. And because of that, I definitely think they have been listening to what Rick and what we have to say, because we have definitely made it very clear that, you know, we got adaptations before and they were terrible, and we deserve something so much better. So I definitely think they are listening to what we have to say and taking that in seriously. I have seen some people worrying about Disney doing a Percy Jackson adaptation, mainly worry over not casting like 12 to 13-year-olds to play like Percy and Annabeth and everyone. And personally, I don't think they would mess up in that, because Disney's main target audience most of the time is that age group and younger. So I feel like they would do the right age. And also, I think we made it clear, like, yeah, we love Percy as being 16 and all of that, but like in The Lightning Thief, he is 12, so he needs to be 12. So I don't think they would mess up with that. Another thing is that, you know, we've gotten bad adaptations before, so things really can't get worse. And I really do feel like we are in good hands with Disney. Like, I trust them, okay? I trust them a lot. And like, if they do make things worse, I will lose my mind. The last thing I want to ask and answer is, when do I think this is going to happen? And my answer is, I don't know, but hopefully in the next 3 years. Technically, a Percy Jackson adaptation by Disney hasn't been confirmed. You know, it's just, you know, in the works and being talked about. But if they do decide to go through with it this year, then I would hope they would start looking for, like, you know, directors, production, cast members, all that stuff this year. And all of that would be confirmed by, like, hopefully the end of 2020. And then they would start filming in 2021. And then maybe it could be, like, a late 2021 release or early 2022. So that's why I'm giving them a 3-year span. Like, that's the perfect plan. Will that happen? I don't know. It'd be great if it did. But I really do think that 2020 is our year, in that Disney will confirm that Percy Jackson adaptation is happening. And I know I shouldn't have high hopes, but I cannot help myself because we have not been this close to getting a better adaptation in years, and now I can just, like, see it, and I'm just like, please become a reality. But I think that's all I have to say on this whole Percy Jackson adaptation situation. I'm so nervous because, like, I don't want it to fail and I don't want it to, like, not become true, but I'm also really excited because I really do think it's gonna happen. Like, Disney, please let us have this. We deserve it so much. Please let me know all of your thoughts and feels in the comments down below. I would love to talk about this with you guys. How are you feeling on this situation? Are you excited? Are you nervous? Do you want this? What do you want? Like, just spill it all out in the comments and we can have a grand old time. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I am Courtney, and I'll see you all next time with a new video soon. So I'll see you then. So bye!